So, Wind Waker ticks a lot of boxes for me. It's pretty, it's clever, it's immersive, and its story is very well presented with a nice, easy, but not too slow pace. The combat is vastly improved from the earlier 3D games in the franchise, although still not perfect by any means, as one form of waiting for the enemy's guard to be let down has essentially been replaced with another form of waiting for a chance to parry. The gameplay overall feels more polished and melds with the art style well. The art style, while controversial at the time, has really cemented Wind Waker as a really quite timeless game, and of all the Zelda games released so far, I would say that this is the one that has aged the best. Even Skyward Sword has already aged worse. The overall tone of the game is very light, but with enough darkness peppered here and there to keep things from feeling sickly. Anyone who isn't creeped out by the Re-Dead scream in this game has nerves of steel. The narrative of the game is also very well constructed, with expedition dumps very modest and evenly placed, mostly. This game also worked far harder than any game before or since to give Ganondorf a true motive that was sympathetic and somewhat understandable. Feeling sympathy for the big bad in a Zelda game really surprised me the first time I played through, and I do have to say I appreciate that a great deal even to this day. Although I do also appreciate it's still super satisfying to drive the Master Sword right through his skull at the end. The game is not quite without issues though. The sailing is a fantastic idea, but is very slow in practice and hinders the overall pace of the game. The Triforce Truck pickup quest is also infamously tedious, although it is worth noting that I loved it on my first playthrough and I've only lamented it since, as once it's been done once it has a habit of getting boring. Overall, although Ocarina of Time will always have a special place in my heart as my personal favourite, I genuinely feel that in many ways this is the jewel in the 3D Zelda title's crown. No game before or since has captured the essence of Zelda, the joy of exploration, the immersion of a good, well-written, well-told story, and interesting world. I once again applaud the makers of this game and thank them for the experience they have created.